it's Dianne at Minerva. I hope you're all doing really well this week. And today I'm going to share a make with you for some nightwear. So it's this nightdress right here. We're going to be making view A. And what we're going to be using is this Minerva core range cotton flannel. Now this is really super soft, so it's perfect for nightwear, whether you're making a nightdress or pyjamas. And this shade is pink and lilac. But there are 17 shades to choose from, so there's really going to be something for everybody. So that's really pretty and delicate, but there's more bold shades too. And it's really soft. Feels really nice. It's going to be super comfy. Wash and prepare that fabric before we get started. And when you've done that, check your sizing with the back of the packet to ensure the perfect fit. So do this with a tape measure. And then when you've done that, we're ready to go and cut our pattern pieces. So let's go and do that together now. Here we have our pattern pieces for our nightdress. So here is your front piece, and we're going to cut one piece on the fold of the fabric. The fold is here. Make a note of these markings. And here we have the back piece. Again, you're going to cut one piece on the fold. The fold is at this side. You have your cutting lines for the different lengths of nightgown. You can also lengthen or shorten at these points here and make a note of these markings. Here we have the sleeve. Now this is the sleeve for A and D. You're going to cut two pieces. This is a straight grain. Lengthen or shorten at this point and note your markings. Here we have your yoke back. You're going to cut two pieces in fabric on the fold. The fold is here, and also one piece in interfacing on the fold. Here we have your yoke front. The centre fold is here. You're going to cut two on the fold in fabric and one on the fold in interfacing. Note your markings. So now we're ready to begin making our nightgown or nightdress. So first of all, you want to wind half of your thread onto your machine spool and check your machine needle. Now I'm using a standard size 80 today. You may wish to test this on a piece of scrap before you get started. So when you've done that, we're going to take our front yoke piece and our back piece, and we're going to apply the interfacing. So let's do that first of all before we get started. Now, first of all, we're going to reinforce around the upper edge of our front here. So where it comes to a sort of point on your yoke part. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to stitch it within the seam line along here. And it says to the circle, but we've got sort of a little square there. So we're going to that and then up the other side. It's about 1.5 centimetres each side of that. And then we're just going to do a little snip in that centre. We're going to do that on both yoke pieces. Next we're going to do two lines of gathering stitches on our back piece and on our front piece. So here is my back piece, and we have markings either side, here and here. And I've also marked my centre point, and I've put a black pin in, to remind me that this is the back. So I do that sometimes just to remind me which piece is which. So we're going to do two lines of stitches. You want a long straight stitch, and we're going to do them a few millimetres apart and leave the ends running free so that we can gather it up in a moment. Now pin your front to your back at the side seams with right sides facing, and make sure that you line up your notches here. We're going to stitch this in place with a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. Now you're going to take your uninterfaced back yoke piece and your uninterfaced front yoke piece, and you're going to pin it to the skirt like this. So we're matching the notches, the centre point, and then when you've matched these points up, you can pull on your gathering stitches like this and pin it in the rest of the way. When you've pinned both of them in place, we're going to stitch them in position. Now sew your yolks in place. Now we're going to pin our front yoke and back together at the shoulder seams with right sides facing. We're going to stitch this in place with a 1.5cm seam allowance. Now stitch your yoke front facing to your yoke back facing at the shoulder seams with right sides facing. Now press back the seam allowance on the bottom of your front and back yoke like this. Then when you've done that, trim it to 1cm. Now with right sides facing, pin your yoke to your nightgown around the neckline like this. So you're pinning the facing piece to the part that you've already attached, so the yokes that you've already attached like this. So right sides facing, we're going to stitch around the neckline. We're going to pivot at this point here where we have the point, and you've already reinforced it there, so you want to sew just behind that. We're going to stitch it all the way around. Make sure you match your shoulder seams and that they're open and flat. Now when you've stitched it in place, trim around the edges and also snip into the curves and the points here where it goes into the pivot points. When you've done that, we're going to flip it to the outside and then we're going to give it a press. So now it looks like this from the outside. Now you've given it a press. Now we're going to slip stitch this turned under seam allowance here over the raw edges on the inside. So you may want to pin it in place first of all, and then we're just going to slip stitch that with hand stitches. Now it's also a good idea at this point to sew around your armhole, so just tack it in place with a large stitch on your machine just to keep the facing piece and the outer piece together before we apply our sleeves. Now we're going to E-stitch around the top of our sleeves. Set it to a longer stitch to do this. When you've done this, we're going to stitch the underarm seam on our sleeve. So bring your notches together like this, right sides facing, and stitch this seam in place. Now you're going to hem the bottom of your sleeve, so you may wish to try it on at this point and check the hem length. If you're adding trim, you could also do so at this point. So I've just done a double fold at the bottom of mine. So check the length, pin it in position and then hem it. Now we're going to set in our sleeves. So turn your nightgown the wrong way around like this, and then turn your sleeve the right way around. Now we're going to place it inside the armhole, but what you want to do is make sure that you've got the right sleeve. So your two notches need to match your two notches on the nightgown. So if you pop the sleeve in like this, and you check that the underarm points match. So here's the underarm seam and the side seam on the nightgown. Place a pin there. And then here we'll see that we've got right sides facing, two notches and two notches. So if this is odd, if you've got two notches and one notch, you've got the wrong sleeve. So pop that one aside and pick the other one up. pin it at that point. The same on the other side, 1 notch and 1 notch. And then the shoulder point, so this central mark here to the shoulder seam. Then when you've got those key points in place, you can pull on your ease stitching and then pin in the rest of your sleeve. When we've done that, we're going to stitch it in place. Now stitch your sleeve into the armhole with a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. Now try on the nightgown and check the length of the hem. So you might want it a little bit shorter, you might want to add a little trim to the bottom. So when you've done this, pin it in place and we're going to hem it. Now you can either overlock or zigzag finish and do a single hem, or you can do a double fold, so a small double fold as I'm doing, like this. So here is the finished nightgown. Well, I hope you've enjoyed sewing along with me today. I really enjoyed making this. And there are lots of different variations that you can do with it. Now, if a night dress is not for you, I thought that maybe you could make this as a top. So make it as a crop version, either with or without the sleeves, and then make a small pair of shorts to go with it and have it as a two-piece. So if a night dress is not for you, please do consider this. Check out our other colours if you prefer a different colourway, and I look forward to seeing what you've made. Remember to include any photographs with your comments because we do so love seeing them. Now that's all from me for today, but I hope to be back soon with more sewing inspiration for you. Don't forget to check out the Minerva Craft Club to get 10% off all your orders for a whole year and create a free account with us to join in with our wonderful worldwide sewing community. If you like what I'm wearing today, I will include it in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.